Hello everyone, Tom Davis, Red 4 Reviews, and this is my final, well, I don't want to say final, but anyway, last one I'm planning to do for the AXIL XCOR Ear Pro. So, bottom line up front is I would not buy this product again. And mainly it's just because of my application, my use. The product itself I think is probably okay if it would work for you. Some of the things I found, actually it was kind of okay during the wind, but there was still really just one occasion, and I put my hand up to block so I could hear the instruction. And again, the course I took and ran these in was a Green Line Tactical with Don Edwards. It was the Combat Carbine Level 2 class, and it was hosted at the Tactical Response Range in Camden, Tennessee. So a couple other things about this Ear Pro and on the range. It's a little more time to put in and then take off. So if you're trying to move kind of quick, get out to run the exercises or whatever they're wanting you to do, it takes you a little bit more time. Versus just some over the ear muffs where you just kind of flip stuff up, flip them down. It's quick. You can leave these in all day, but what I found for me is they get kind of uncomfortable trying to leave them in. And then when you're moving around, it's kind of like you have the regular foamy things in, except a little better. So what happens then is you're just hearing yourself walk or your gear shuffle around. And that's even using, or when you have the electronics on to hear things. So just for me, my application, I may continue to wear them here and there just to kind of, to see. But by and large, I didn't care for them. It was a hot day, so I mean I was sweating. It did keep the sweat and stuff out. But like I said, just that little bit of being able to like flip them up, go back to your natural hearing to hear instruction, or just when you're taking a break. I think that was better than just leaving those things in and wearing them. And then to me, when I did talk to some of the other students, and they did say when I had them in and I was talking, my voice level was appropriate. Just to me, it felt weird. So, but overall, and then there was a deal, and it probably operator error, but it would like beep at me, and I'm sure it was a signal. I think I had read the instructions again, to go through before I brought them out and ran them again. But it was like, I don't know, it was like beeping at me a couple times and it quit. Everything was working fine. It was just like, what is going on? And then the other deal I did find out with these, I think I mentioned it in one of the other ones, and so I had completely shut off my Bluetooth, disconnected it, unpaired it, because what was happening is you've moved, I think it's like 30 feet, and it's like it tells you they're disconnected, move back in, they're connected. Yeah, I didn't care for all that mess. And then inevitably it happens when you're out on the range and you're connected like that, you're gonna take a call, or the texts are binging off in your ear. It's a distractor, not while you're there to take calls and all that crap. So I did away with it and cut it out. Yeah, so that was, like I said, overall probably a fairly decent product. But given the all of everything at the end of the day, and you can see the other reviews too, where I ran them on the mower. All said and done, yeah, I would not buy this product again. And just because of that, and my experience, I wouldn't recommend them. Seemed like a cool idea at the time, but having compared the two, I think and then for me personally, I'm going to look into some other ones that were recommended as far as the over the regular earmuff style electronic ears, but a slimmer profile. Part of the problem comes in, or what I was hoping to do or help with, is knocking the Ear Pro off, or that Ear Pro being in the way of the rifle when you come up and you mount the rifle. You run that risk of that just being in your way, knocking them off, and then your hearing's gone. And then kind of the other end of that I thought of too is if you have, you're running a rifle in your home for home defense, you probably have that hearing protection available. So it's a lot easier just to throw that over and then start, you know, doing what you got to do inside your house versus like, oh, hey, let me get my AXIL ear cores in. So, you know, if it's your thing, you can manage it. Like I said, they did a good job with, you know, with the sound reduction, being able to hear. Like I said, just for me, it was, yeah, it's just it was, you know, I could really just hear myself. You know, I mean, when I was laying down taking shots, you know, like my heart beating in my ears. So whereas I have never really, I've never really noticed that when I was wearing electronic ears. So there you go for what it is. Probably the last review for the AXIL XCOR. So, and again, if you've got it this far, if you would, you know, hit the like button or whack that like button, subscribe, leave me a comment. I try and get back to the comments as quickly as I can. But outside of that, Tom Davis, Red 4 Reviews, and it is your duty to be well regulated.